All right, the day is here. I am amazingly finally working on the Camaro. Hallelujah. First thing I wanted to attack was to make the lights work. So my car has all the Rally Sport parts on it, but my car does not have a Rally Sport wiring harness in it, which is a problem. So I bought the Rally Sport rear taillight harness to get me started, and that goes all the way from behind the dashboard to the taillights. So in the foreground is the new harness, which is really nice. I bought it from, I think it was American Auto Wire. Yeah, American Auto Wire. CA 871. Very nice kit. I mean, you can see just from looking at it that it's got like braided tape around it instead of the original plastic sheathing that goes around it. I peeled the sheathing back. There's nothing under it. So that's just what GM did. Why they didn't do that, I don't know. Maybe you can't get that plastic sheathing anymore. I was debating putting this harness inside the plastic sheathing, but what's the point? Plus, it already has all the clips on it to mount it to the taillight areas in the car. It clips on. But you can see the Rally Sport has the reverse light wires right there. And it has double taillight bulbs instead of single taillight bulbs. I tried to scab in double taillight bulbs, but didn't work very well, probably because the front half isn't quite the same. So I said, you know what? The hell with it. I'll just buy a brand new harness, and away we go. The way it works is it comes through here. There's a hole right there to the interior. Goes over this wheel well, clips into these clips right up here. And then it swings around here. And then there's little metal clips that clip onto this lip right here. I don't know if you see it. Clips onto here, I believe. And that holds it all in. I gotta drill holes for the reverse lights for the Rally Sport. You know, they're in the outboard sections of the pan. You can see the wires just dangling on the car, that one right there. And the original reverse lights were right here. So I need to drill holes. I want to say they're somewhere around here. I didn't see a measurement in the assembly manual, but I'll figure it out. I bought some grommets right here, actually. They look kind of like it. These are distributor grommets, actually, but they look kind of like the original Rally Sport grommets. So I'll just drill some holes, stick those suckers in, wire them up nice, and that'll be that. So let me get to stepping on that and get this done. Welcome back, everyone. So here's where we stand today. The new wiring harness for the taillights has been installed. It goes up here, goes over that clip, it goes forward, and then there's a little plastic push pin kind of thing that goes up here. I don't know where the hell I can't get up there. Hang on a second. Let's try that again. Where the hell is it? It goes through the hole. There it is right there. It's right around here. There's a little plastic push pin thing. And then the harness goes through the space next to the convertible top well. And then it comes out over the wheel well. And through some clips. It tucks behind here. Through some more clips. And all the way down into here. Let me get my light. Took the kick panel out because this wiring harness goes up all the way up into this clip here, and as you can see, there's the plug, so you can't physically disconnect it unless you get behind this kick panel. So I had to take that thing out, which is a pain in the nuts. You gotta take the emergency brake pedal assembly out, and you know, getting this thing out of the hole, what a bitch. Oh my God, they're not really meant to come out, it seems like. They are a bitch. Can't wait to put it back in. But anywho, we got to this point. I had to go home, so now the harness is gonna be laid in the rest of the way. And that'll get us where we gotta go. The next step to me is to check the lights, either with a battery or plug it into this thing and power up the car and see if they work. None of them, well, half of them didn't work last time I tried them, but maybe I'll have better luck this time. I have a feeling this directional switch in the column is junk, because if you recall, if you recall or not, but it didn't work one direction. It doesn't stay to the right. It just kicks back down. It stays to the left, so the switch is probably broken. You can feel the spring in it. I think it's probably broken. but I have a feeling it's screwed up inside. Plus the horn button doesn't move, it's stuck solid. Oh, there it goes, it's moving on, maybe a liar, okay. Well, it doesn't work anyway, it didn't work before. So I have all kinds of things to figure out as I'm exploring. For some reason, this wasn't plugged in, my door switch. Surprise, I don't know why. The wires were there, they were just taped off. Beats me, so I have to figure that out. And put in my Rally Sport headlight switch. My friend said I already had one, which it did, but it had the 7-pin, and I think with console gauges you need an 8-pin, so I bought an 8-pin. We'll find out. I'll be doing a lot of wire probing and back tracing and testing and see what the hell I got going on here, but we'll get there. It's just going to take me a month of Sundays, but we'll get there. So that's where we stand as of today in the Camaro. I am working on the wiring harness. All right, one last video before I go home. I have the steering column out, I got the dash cluster out, the radio, the glove box, both kick panels. I discovered a few things I didn't expect. I probably should expect the unexpected, I guess. So this yellow wire is balled up. It's got a plug on the end, so it's gonna figure out where it's supposed to go. This white wire, I'm assuming is the interior lights because it goes all the way up to here with the tan and the orange and yellow. And the orange is the interior light hot, so I'm assuming that's one of the interior lights. Why it's cut, I have no idea. I labeled some of the wires that come off the back. There was a wire here. This is the tack hot feed. And this is the high beam indicator, this green one. Stuff like this, though, I have no idea what this is. It looks frightening. I'll figure it out, but it's going to take me some time. It is part of the harness. It's not just scabbed in wires, so we'll see. I was looking for the directional flasher, and I found it. It was buried over here. I think it's like it has a clip right here for it. You can't see it, but you can hear it. Getting the radio out, what a pain in the balls that was. That is a big AM radio, factory AM radio. What a bitch to get that thing out. It's a tight squeeze on the ashtray slide underneath it. Oof. That was way more trouble than it should have been. You know, what I'm trying to do here is go through all this wiring, see what's good, what's not good, see what's connected and what's not connected. And I'm just going to try to figure out what I got to fix, what I got to replace. I mean, I bought a whole fuse box and dash harness, which I'm probably going to use, but I'm assuming this harness in the car is the one that goes with the tachometer and the speed alert speedometer. Honestly, the speed alert wasn't connected. There's a plug on the back of it. Oh, right here. All it's got is hot and ground. This one grounds to the top of the cluster, and this gets fed hot, and it wasn't plugged in to anything, so I just gotta run a hot to it from the fuse box. There's the tack. There's the speedo with the speed alert gizmo in it. And there's the ground, it goes on top of the cluster. So that's kind of where I am right now. I did just discover the heater core is leaking, which really bummed me out. That was a surprise I wasn't counting on, and I really didn't want to see. You know, the heater core isn't a ton of money, but you got to pull the wheel well out to get at it. You can zoom in. See that green right there? I'm sure that's antifreeze leaking from the heater core. Son of a bitch. So, that's on my list of shit to do that I really didn't want to do, but oh well. So, yeah, you gotta pull the right wheel well out to get the heater core out. That's the problem. I mean, I need to get in there anyway because the heater fan isn't connected for whatever reason. But I was hoping to do it without pulling the wheel well out, but I mean, I don't have that option anymore, so whatever. In for a penny, in for a pound, right? I mean, my floor was soaked, if you recall from my old videos, and I thought it was oil. I still swear it was, unless it was antifreeze mixing with the undercoating and paint on the floor. I don't know. It seemed like motor oil to me. I don't know. Maybe this is a new leak, and you know, it was God's gift to me for Christmas. You know, I don't know, but whatever the case, that's what I'm into right now, trying to figure out this all this wiring to make my taillights work, make everything work, basically. That's my goal, make everything work. And then I can get into the windows and all that shit, the convertible top, hydraulics. You just gotta pick a spot and start working your way out from there, you know, and I was trying to work logically, so that's where I arrived at today. Start with the tail lights and all the other lights, and they emanate from the dashboard. I gotta change the column anyway, so I figured I might as well just dive in there. So I'm in, that's for goddamn sure. So, oh well, let's see what happens next. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.